Look how the diamond blink off my jet. Fresh in my white tee. See the progress. I'm a stunner, stunner, stunner. I'm a stunner, stunner, stunner.
I know you motherfucking lying. This nigga Diddy done rejected the plea deal that was offered to his ass. Now, I don't know if it was a plea deal for one of the many cases and shit that he got going on, but I'm pretty sure for like, it was like some all-in-one type shit. Today, April 28th, goddamn. And they offered him a plea deal a couple days ago that he rejected. But y'all let me know something down in the comments, man. What do y'all think the plea deal was, fool? Out of all the cases, the last time I checked, it was like 100-something plus accusations. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What do y'all think the plea deal was? Dad was talking about that, fool. He do got some good ass lawyers for him. Brad do got money supposedly, so I feel like they were probably talking about like 10, 15 years maybe. But it's this little news clip. Had to come react to this bit real quick. Had to keep y'all updated with the content, man. So we ain't gonna waste no time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And let's get it, baby.
Prominent trial attorney Dante Mills is here with me now to talk more about this. Dante, good to see you. Let's start with the plea deal. Don't know exactly what it is. You actually believe that it's not necessarily off the table yet? He might take a deal?
It's never off the table. And I handle a lot of cases, and that first deal very rarely
fuck it, we going to trial.
I think that's the start of the process. I know that it's going to have to be something where Diddy's not going to spend a substantial time in jail talking about 10 years or anything like that. Yeah. Why would you take that?
You know that nigga don't want to be
go to trial and see what the end result is. But if they can offer him something where it's in that 5-year range, and there's an understanding that he'll be clear of everything else, like it's going to be appealing to him.
Well, here's the thing, right? He wanted to go to trial as quickly as possible. He thinks he has the good.
Except for the fact.
Wait, so you think because that tape is coming in, it changes the whole game?
I think that tape absolutely changes the whole game. Listen, I know we're having a talk here. Let's just break it down. Sean Combs, Diddy,
that nigga
was a
knows
hero
something then,
to a lot of people.
He said,
he was a guy who pulled himself up by his bootstraps. He was known as a hard worker, but he worked hard and he played hard. That was a part of his lifestyle. To a lot of people, they wanted to be that.
Fuck it, let's go to trial.
Heroes don't beat women. And when you see someone hit a woman the way he did and treat her that way, that hero nostalgia goes away. So there's a lot of people that wouldn't have convicted him. Just said, oh, he was enjoying his life with these parties. But now they're going to look at him different.
But here's the counter argument. He's not charged with sexual assault. He's not charged with battery. He's charged with sex trafficking. Now, the prosecution will say she was running away from a room where there was a sex worker in there. He drags her back to the room. That's the allegation. But the defense will say this was a unfortunate domestic spat. They know they're going in there. You think everything changed today because of what's allowed in? I mean, they did get some wins today in terms of what
they did, but we do know the law and most everything is about controlling the narrative. And if this jury, despite what the actual charges are, if they don't like who's in front of them, then they're more likely to believe the charges against them. That's just a fact. I've experienced that. That's why when you go into any trial, you want to make the defendant, you want to bring out the good in them. So jurors look at them a certain way. People are not looking at Sean Combs the way they used to. That glamour, that polish is gone. So they're going to be more likely to accept that he's done other bad things.
I think he wanted everything in his power to get rid of the transportation to engage in prostitution charges, said they were racist charges, wanted to make sure the jury never considered them. Seems to me those might be the easiest charges to actually pick him up if he was actually transporting sex workers, hotel receipts, monetary receipts, travel receipts. But do you think this prosecution has a slam dunk case with racketeering, criminal enterprise, sex trafficking?
No, I don't think the racketeering is really going to go that far because he ran a successful business, right? And it was about much more than these freak-offs or sex parties. That was almost like a side impact or side effect.
That nigga didn't know if he wanted to say freak-offs.
So it's going to be hard for them to say he put this together for the purposes of committing that crime. He's not making a ton of money. He's not profiting or anything like that off of these freak-offs. He's more using that just for his
let's say people testify who work for him and said, we recruited these women. Yeah, he promised them benefits. We paid certain people. We brought in sex workers.
But you don't never hear about that.
Some people, there was allegations of forced labor. kidnapping, drug distribution, these underlying crimes for racketeering. Real
Even
quick
if
thoughts
you
on that?
extra freaky,
Well,
like
it's
that's
Diddy parties. People
weird,
wanted
but
to
it
be
ain't
at Diddy
illegal.
parties.
You know what
so
I'm
that's
saying?
what the defense is going to put forward. Listen, people wanted to be a part of this, and Diddy was generous, right? So he did that not because he had to, but he was a generous person. They wanted to be there anyway.
Real quick, the prosecution said that they want to
God.
discuss this medical procedure
Now, maybe,
that one
like,
of Combs'
certain
victims
shit,
underwent. We don't know
but
really what
I
that's
feel-
about,
I
but it
feel
was
his ass.
allegedly is going to show the degree of control Combs had. What on earth is that about?
If it shows some
What?
force, then you have to look at the body part. Is it the vaginal area? Is it maybe the wrist if somebody was tied? So that's what you're going to be looking for. What body parts
But
are
what the
impacted?
fuck
If it
is-
shows some kind of force to the point that she needed some medical care, maybe a surgery, that's going to make people say, okay, clearly maybe they were doing something against people's will. But again, he was a hero. People wanted to be around him. It's going to be hard to do that outside of this tape showing him beating a woman.
They won this
That would
win
make
today.
me thankful. This nigga trial like might
Dr.
be
Dawn Hughes
longer
going to
than
testify for
some
the prosecution. She
YNW
testified in
Melly
the
shit.
Johnny
Oh,
Depp Amber
God.
Heard trial. She can't
I
talk
don't
about
think so,
coercive control,
'cause,
basically
like,
because
that
it
nigga,
conflicts
like,
with what the legal
death's
definition
involved
is.
in
And the
it.
jurors, by the way, they don't necessarily need an expert for a lot of this, right?
No, they're going to
common
piece
sense.
together if someone was there voluntarily or not. And again, I keep going back to this tape, the tape with the beating. That's why it's so important. Without that, the people wanting to be around Diddy is what everybody is going to think. But when they see him putting
that
his
sound like
hands
a
on a woman,
historical
they're going to think
event,
he could do that to
goddamn. I'm
anybody,
crying.
including these people who were coming to the party. And that's why they were afraid in those situations.
But referring to the tape of the beating, the tape of the beating, goddamn, I could have swore before I seen a post from LAPD, goddamn, on social media saying that they're aware of the video and where it happened, the fact that the nigga was in LA, but since it was like in 2016, that they couldn't prosecute or do nothing about it because it was out of like the length of the stature of like when your ass could like do something about it. So it's technically on a female for not reporting the shit, even though Cassie ended up suing his ass. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down to the niggas. My microphone on my computer. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that down to the comment. Goddamn, that it just blow me. But like he said, I don't know if this just like a news reporter dude or if he's like actually in some sort of like criminal defense. But I understand what he's saying, and I was like ranging in that like 5-year range. Goddamn, like that was probably what they was offering his ass, like 5 to 10 years and probably some years of probation, fines, whatever the case may be. Cause they obviously didn't let the nigga bail out. For he offered that, bruh. He offered like some of his mansions, goddamn, and money and some more shit. So the fact that he did that multiple times and they deny his bail mean they want him for something bigger. So either the plea deal was like 5 to 10 some years, you know what I'm saying, and he wasn't fucking with it because he felt like he could get off with his lawyers and shit like that. But I don't know where I was going with that, fool. But obviously y'all heard and seen if the nigga gets found guilty, he could face life in prison. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I'll just say that's a big boy move, goddamn. No, that's it for this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all next video, man. Big brr.
Look how the diamond blink off my jet. Fresh in my white tee. See the progress. I'm a stunner, stunner, stunner. I'm a stunner, stunner, stunner.